This next question is based on probably one of the best basketball movies of all time, Hoop Dreams. High school standouts William Gates and Arthur Agee were coached by Gene Pingatore.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports. GA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. John Morant put the...
Thank you, David. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, we've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with DeRozan. Murray out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. Here is Forbes from deep. Valanciunas grabs the board. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. The pass to Jackson. Now Morant. And finished off by Morant.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Valanciunas with the ball, picked up by Aldridge. There's Winslow, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Look at the big man Valanciunas showing off the playmaking skills.
They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now here's Jackson. Stolen away. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Murray with the ball. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Outside Aldridge. Back to Murray. Outside DeRozan. Outside for Murray. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. That shot is off. Nice D from Valanciunas. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Jackson dishes to Winslow. Shot clock at 6. Valanciunas passes to Brooks. Misses off the left iron.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Aldridge can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Brooks gets it on the assist by Jackson. Greg, we see defenses continually adjusting. Analytics favoring threes and dunks. Which teams do you think are toughest to score on at the rim?
You know, it's funny that you think defense in today's era, but if you look at the two teams that were the best in their respective conferences last season, they're the two teams I think protect the rim the best. Milwaukee with Giannis and the Lopez crew, and then obviously AD and LA with the Lakers. Those teams have the versatility on their front line to be able to defend the three and also protect the rim.
I think you've nailed it. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Gutteridge, the pass to Morant. Shoots over Mills. They get it again. Valanciunas. Clark kicks to Morant. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14. Anderson's shot is off. Spurs trail by 8. Bellinelli dishes to Gay and finished off by Gay.
I like Rudy Gay on that play, being very aggressive and showing people how to get it done.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's White. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I really like the toughness and effort White brings to the game. Nice play off contact.
Clark right side. And the shot goes down.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Here's Gay. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Grizzlies lead by 8. Live from the AT&T. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Grizzlies so far?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Rudy Gay is out there at Pirtle. Then there's Derek White. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Walker in at the 2 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Valanciunas, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Gay passes to Walker. And finished off by Walker.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027. There's substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can... Whoa! Hammering it in!
You know Rudy likes showing off. He's definitely got hops, a sensational dunker.
Pass to Valanciunas. They get a hand on it, and stolen by White. And now here comes Gay leading the break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the long-time NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, G.A. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
Jackson passes to Clark. DeRozan with it. Jones covering. The finish. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
The perfect set of skills to flourish in transition. DeRozan's got it all.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Brooks. Here's Melton, stolen by Walker. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Murray, good.
I'll tell you, DeJounte Murray puts a lot of pressure on your defense, whether it's in half court or in transition.
And Memphis turns it over again.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Lyles checked in for Rudy Gay. And Memphis also making a switch. Winslow's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And he gets it back. Brooks against Walker. Over Brooks. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Mills comes in for Murray. The Grizzlies also making a change. Gutteridge is checked in. Here's Clark. They can't stop the run with that one. Spurs have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. 1:51 left to play here in the second quarter. Brooks kicks to Clark. Back to Brooks. 5 to shoot. Snatched away. Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. DeRozan against Winslow. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Gutteridge, the pass to Jackson. Clark kicks to Winslow. And the pass to Gutteridge. Here's Jackson. Good. Jackson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by the Spurs.
Here's Forbes. The Spurs rebound, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Lyles got the lead up to 4 now for the Spurs.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Memphis moving it around. Clark against White. Clark dishes to Jackson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter.
Like the pass from Clark there, showing he can be a piece of the puzzle.
Mills finds Aldridge. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
And the Spurs with some changes. Pirtle, he's checked in for Lyles. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derek White subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Then for the Grizzlies, Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Anderson comes in for Clark. And it's Ja Morant in for Dylan Brooks. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Mills. And the layup is good. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Beautiful find by Derek White. When you start your career with Coach Popovich, you either make the next pass or you don't get minutes.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the end of the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you. San Antonio had some issues in the first quarter. They wasted no time putting themselves in a difficult... And that'll...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. For 3, Murray. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Count it. Murray's got 6.
Given Murray's slight frame, you think physical defense would bother him more. It doesn't.
Morant against Murray.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. 4-point game. Up top, DeRozan. Over Winslow. And it's DeRozan missing. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Brooks kicks to Morant. And he uses the glass on the layup. Morant's got 4 points this quarter.
The decision-making keeps improving. Ja Morant looking comfortable operating in pick and rolls.
And it's Lyles in the corner. Murray surveying the D. And it's Murray with the jam.
From the moment when he sticks his foot in the ground and puts his head down, DeJounte Murray is explosive and fast.
To the inside, Jackson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 8. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Ja Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. He says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment." Guys, his time is now.
Sure is, D.A. Thank you.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's Memphis on the break. White with the defensive effort. The Spurs have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And the dunk by Walker.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Melton. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Walker the pass to Gay. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Such a good all-around scorer. It's hard to defend Rudy without overcommitting.
That's good from Rudy Gay. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Gutterich is checked in.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Clark outside. There's 39 seconds left to play in the third. Jones finds Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Melton, no good. San Antonio leading by 5. White, wide open. He fired. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. For Memphis, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Clark, the pass to Jones. And Anderson has it in the corner. Here's Melton. White covering. Melton feeling it out a bit. Here's Gutterich. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The third quarter comes to a close. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And San Antonio shooting well, 50% from the floor. DeRozan out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Mills, and it's White in at the 2. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
This guy is just an automatic jump shooter no matter where you put him on the floor. And that guy is Patty Mills.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Here's Mills. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
A different look now for San Antonio. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl, and it's DeJounte Murray in for White. Memphis also making some changes. Jackson comes in for Milton, and Winslow subbed in for Tyus Jones. Passes it to Winslow. To the paint, and stolen by Aldridge. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Here's DeRozan. And the rejection by Jackson. Anderson outside. Feeds it to Valanciunas. And stolen by Aldridge. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Spurs. Kyle comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Patty Mills. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. Wide open look here for Murray. Nailed from three-point land. Murray's got the lead up to 11 now for the Spurs. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Tries again. He dishes it to Jackson. Back to Valanciunas. Brooks kicks to Winslow. Just 4 to shoot. Doubled by Murray. Here's Valanciunas. The rebound by the Spurs. The feed to DeRozan. Aldridge with it. Now Valanciunas defending. Forbes the pass to Lyles. DeRozan surveying the D. And Winslow pulls it down.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
No good from Valanciunas.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And Memphis making a change here. Morant's checked in. And stolen by Murray. Winslow against DeRozan. Murray outside. Here's Lyles. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's San Antonio. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. DeRozan gets the bucket.
Savvy assist by the veteran Aldridge. Sees the missed defensive rotation and takes advantage.
There's Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Forbes the pass to Lyles. Murray outside. From the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Morant. That shot no good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Fords the pass to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Spurs.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for DeJounte Murray.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Here's Winslow. Brooks. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
Lyles, and the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And now that's how you start a fast break and how you finish it.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
DeRozan dishes to Murray. Oh, the lob to DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
It's Morant in the corner. Back to Jackson. Another shot, and it's good on the layup.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Stolen by Brooks. And so it's San Antonio with the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Yo, 2KMC here with all the details about the upcoming events in the neighborhood. This weekend, it's Court Conqueror. On Saturday, you'll have to face some of the best duos in NBA history. And on Sunday, you'll be up against some
This is an aerial view of our location. And as things get ripped.
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Now, a look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5. Now here's Brooks. On the wing, Winslow. To the middle. It's stolen by Bagley. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. And it's Barnes smacking it down.
Well, you want to lead by an example. Bogdanovich leading the way with the assist.
And here's Morant. And he banks in the layup. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
De'Aaron Fox not backing away that time from the contact, drawing the defense into him.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
They very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
Now here's Winslow. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Barnes passes to Bogdanovich. From the top of the key, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Bogdanovich making it happen right there and taking some initiative.
And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. Winslow against Bielitsa. Winslow kicks to Morant. Barnes passes to Bogdanovich. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanovich really in attack mode here tonight.
Morant surveying the D. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He loved to make him pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
Bagley finds Fox. It's Bielitsa. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Brooks against Bogdanovich. Here's Jackson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And the basket by Jackson.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Harry Giles is checked in for Bielitsa. And Hield subbed in for Bogdanovich. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
De'Aaron Fox every night can bring that kind of activity. That's what makes him so tough.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Pass to Anderson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one.
Tough to match up with Kyle Anderson because of how quirky he plays. Changing speeds, plays slow, but sees the floor remarkably well.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Jabari Parker's checked in for Bagley. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Then for the Grizzlies, Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jackson. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for Morant. And so here's Memphis after the Kings pick up 2. Here's Jones. The rebound by Giles. Kings leading now by 10. And another fast break for Sacramento. And it's blocked. One-on-one fast break. There's the pass to Melton. 1:19 left here in the opening quarter. Back to Clark. 6 to shoot. Down low. Parker with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. Pick off in midair. And it's Memphis on the break. Goes up. And it's Clark slamming it down.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Hield. It's good on the putback.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now here's Jones. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hands it from short range.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Pass to Parker. Bazemore. No one around him. And a miss there on the triple. 3-on-3. Melton passes to Clark. Here's Anderson. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the...
And so it's Sacramento with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Anderson. Brandon Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2 guard.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Hield outside. And then Hield with the dunk.
Hield showing more ball handling there for you. He can be slippery.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 10. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. To the inside. And Valanciunas kicks to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. A 3. Tips it. Here's Valanciunas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jabari Parker.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Winslow comes in for Kyle Anderson. Brooks checked in for Melton. And it's John Morant in for Tyus Jones.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You pick up Zion and Ja. Both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Morant. Kings have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Fox with it. And he lays it straight in. Fox has got 6.
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
Passes to Valanciunas. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Harry Giles is checked in for Bielitsa. Bagley against Valanciunas. Over Bagley. The putback and the second chance effort by Jackson.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Fox, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, it's so hard not to foul Fox. Sometimes that burst of speed, you can't react in time. You got to get physical and foul.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Jackson. 6 points for him. Winslow finds Brooks. Back to Winslow. Clock at 6. And he comes up with the deuce.
Great self-confidence from Winslow on that play, taking it up strong inside.
Barnes outside. Inside. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of 4 men playing a lot of post-up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
A steal. Fox against Morant, and Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, hard to get Fox off of his center of gravity. So low, so quick, and phenomenal at scoring when he gets hit.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Bogdanovich, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Fox with the steal.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Barnes passes to Fox. With 2 seconds left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. That's how you play defense.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... It was a fast pace for Sacramento at the outset. Their mission to dominate early was accomplished with a spirited 14-4 run to start. But...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there at Bielitsa, and it's Bagley in at the center filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Bagley against Valanciunas. Morant outside. It's Brooks on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. Outside Bogdanovich to the left wing. And it's Fox with the jam.
Fox getting some room and getting up.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 9-point game. It's Brooks on the wing. His first shot coming late. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Morant.
Barnes getting to the inside. He sees that the defense is closing in, and he still takes the hit.
Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Hield can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Holmes with the steal. Hield dishes to Joseph. And then Hield with the dunk.
Well, nice to see Hield on the runway right there, taking flight.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
And in the NBA, Rashawn Holmes had to wait for his opportunity, but he kept perspective, took nothing for granted, and just stayed positive and worked.
And sometimes as a player, GA, you got to take these little indicators that people still believe in you. Phone calls and team's interest. That helps. He's become a dangerous finisher, a shot blocker, and has shown some flashes in that jump shot.
Bielitsa inside. He's against Anderson. Bielitsa with the bucket. Bielitsa's got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings. Jones drives in, makes it off the glass. Jones has got his second basket of the game. The Kings have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And that one's good. Barnes.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Melton passes to Valanciunas to the inside. Holmes with the steal. And now the Kings fast break. And then Hield with the dunk.
You know, running the lane in transition can be a skill right there. Buddy Hield, relentless in getting himself to the rack.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Now the dish to Valanciunas. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Here's Joseph, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And the Kings lead by 12. Pass to Valanciunas. And Memphis turns it over again.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And some changes here for the Kings. Giles checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Jabari Parker comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Joseph. Hield can't hit.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And it's Clark in the corner. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clock at 6. And it's Bielitsa with the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Kings. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Hield. And it's Fox in for Bielitsa. Then for the Grizzlies, Jackson, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. Brooks comes in for Melton. And it's John Morant in for Jones. And he makes that one. Morant's got 8 points.
Fantastic instincts there by Morant, sizing up the D and then just taking what he sees.
Here's Fox, banked in off the glass.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Left side Jackson. Out to Morant. And he drops it in from the low post. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
And I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And here's Bogdanovich for three. It's off. And so it's Sacramento with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading in. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jaren Jackson is out there with Clark. Then there's John Morant. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Gutterich in at the shooting guard position. Here's Fox. That shot missing. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant dishes to Brooks. And it falls over the rim and in.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Now the pass to Jackson. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
And the Kings making a change here. Bielitsa's checked in. Here's Fox. The shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Clark. Rebound by Bielitsa. Kings leading now by 6. Here's Fox. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. Clark outside. No good on the 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
Takes contact, and a good job of Bagley fighting through it that time.
Left side, Jackson. Great D that time from Bagley. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Morant with the steal. Brooks kicks to Morant. It's Brooks on the wing. Feeds it to Jackson. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, pass to Fox. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Brooks. And again, Memphis no good. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Sacramento Kings. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Back to Bielitsa. Right side, Bogdanovich. Stolen by Jackson. Here we go, all alone. Here's Gutterich. Rips down the breakaway slam.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Bagley against Jackson. Bogdanovich looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Brooks. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. And the Kings lead by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Sacramento.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for De'Aaron Fox.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Down low and stolen by Bielitsa. First free throw is good.
Buddy Hield just really loves to shoot the basketball, but he does it with such great efficiency. I just don't think he's done growing yet in terms of his offensive arsenal.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Justice Winslow, a very adaptable player in the NBA. One of those guys where coaches will ask him to do a lot of things, and he does a lot of things quite well.
Joseph, that's good.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss. Here's Bazemore and the miss.
Winslow with a stellar effort on defense there. That shot attempt was not easy.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. So thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the
What's up, everyone? This is Candace Parker, Los Angeles Sparks forward and WNBA champion. In a franchise first, you can create your own WNBA My Player and take her through a real WNBA pro career. Want even more W competition? You can match up in 3-on-3 games against other aspiring WNBA ballers in the W Online, where you can ball out on a beautiful new court.
The Pelicans know their fans will be fired up for tonight's action.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Now look at Memphis' starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And for the Pelicans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the 1. Now here's Morant. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you've felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the field.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Lonzo Ball. Morant passes to Valanciunas. Morant against Ball. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson looking it over. And he makes good on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Now here's Williamson. And it's in there.
Well, that's just the pure strength and explosiveness of Williamson. Easily finishes there through the contact.
Ball against Morant. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And as good as Morant's been, there's still plenty of upside. One of the younger players to enter the draft in 2019.
And Favors gets it to go in on the assist by Ball.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Ingram against Winslow. Shoots from 12. At the tip, and the second chance effort by Jackson. Jackson's got his second basket.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Ball with a wide open look. No good from outside.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
And that one's good, Williamson.
And Williamson, such a unique prospect from a physical standpoint, can get anything he wants in that paint.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. And finished off by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Holiday and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Nicolo O'Malley comes in for Williamson. Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. Here's Melton. Pass to Jones. Tries again. Here's Melton. To the paint. 5 to shoot. And Clark puts it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
The pass to Hayes. Holiday surveying the floor. Back to Hayes. And that one, good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Jones. 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Anderson passes to Melton. They get it back.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backcourt.
Here's Holiday. Outside, Reddick. Back to Holiday. Outside, Reddick. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Hart. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. New Orleans making some changes here. Okafor is checked in for Hayes, and it's Jackson in for Drew Holiday. Here's Melton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Right side, Reddick. There's Jackson with the 3. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Memphis out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come out stronger. I think that there was a lot of pressure put on our team.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
J.J. Reddick is out there with Jackson. Then there's Okafor, and in at the 4-man position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Betterich tries to save it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. Jackson against Morant. Outside Jackson. Feeds to Okafor. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be.
Oh, what a finish! Good.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim. And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
Now here's Morant. He has 7. And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people in personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. New Orleans making some changes here. Derek Favors checked in for Okafor. Zion Williamson comes in for Nicolo Melli. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Hart. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Winslow comes in for Anderson.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set. He has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Now here's Ingram. Derek Favors unable to get his shot to go. Ingram passes to Williamson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Justin. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Frank Jackson.
Gotta love watching Morant get after it. He goes all out, tank, never on it.
Holiday goes in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Ball. And it's Morant missing. Pelicans trail by 5. Gets Ingram atop the key. Ball from long range. And Valanciunas pulls it down. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it's Morant missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And the rejection by Valanciunas. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of the game. Puts it up from 12. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent and just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Ball. So for the Pelicans, Hayes comes in for Derek Favors. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ingram. And Memphis also making a switch. Jones checked in for John Morant. Pelicans trail by 3. And Hayes kicks to Williamson. New Orleans moving it around. Holiday goes in. Hayes, no good. And for Memphis, they're shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Jackson passes to Winslow. Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Josh Hart comes in for Lonzo Ball. Jones. The kick out to Anderson. Jones for 3. And again, Memphis no good. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game.
Checking in. Frank Jackson.
Pass to Okafor. Outside, Redick. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead by 3. New Orleans back in a moment.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5 points. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Kenny, what was your take on Memphis?
Well, one place they had the edge was on the offensive boards. They converted those extra possessions into points. Nothing is more demoralizing to a defense than forcing a miss.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
And it's Morant missing. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Morant left side.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Moving it up. Stolen by Winslow. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Brooks outside. He kicks to Winslow. And a minute played as the second half gets going. But he stays with it. Up top, Morant. He's covered by Ball. Morant passes to Jackson. And that'll be 2 ball with the foul. They get Derek Favors.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Melly is checked in for Derek Favors. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. It's a 3-point game. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Oh, such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense, nice feel, which is hard to teach.
To the middle. They swipe it. One-on-one here. And Ball slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
And so it's New Orleans with it. They trail by 1. And here is Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Well, you can't let Ball get this deep. I mean, once he's this close to the rim, that far inside, he's ready for the throwdown.
To the inside. And stolen by Williamson. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Brooks. Grizzlies have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Jumps up, and Holiday throws it down.
You know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all of him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. It's Morant with the drive.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him.
How about that guy's a big-time answer? He says, you think you can score on me? Prepare for posterization.
Passes it to Winslow. Ball against Morant. Down low, Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got 8 points.
This is how you use the pick and roll. Morant looking like a vet with the sweet dime there.
Ball dishes to Williamson, and the shot is good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
It's Ingram on the wing. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. And he dunks it down. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
To the paint. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. The drive by Jackson. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. And here's the break. Here's Clark. It's good. 8 points for him.
This is the mindset Clark has. He's opportunistic and really has an awareness of when to attack in transition.
Goes back up. Outside for Jackson. And the wide open shot from Redick. And again, no good by New Orleans. No good that time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 1. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Hart is out there with Hayes. Then there's Jackson. Then there's J.J. Redick. And it's Okafor in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Just 5 to shoot. Melton passes to Clark. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Okafor. The Pelicans trail. Hayes finds Okafor. Poked away. Fast break Memphis. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Pelicans, Derek Favors checked in for Okafor, and it's Lonzo Ball in for Jackson. Here's Melton, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Derek Favors. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
And Clark over to help. Now here's Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Hart the pass to Favors. Releases. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Pass to Jones. Launches it. Favors with the rebound.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Hart. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jones looking for an opening. Inside, knocked loose. Anderson finds Jones. To the paint. Here's Clark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
New Orleans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. And so Clark nails both of them.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. He feeds it to Valanciunas. It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Here's Brooks. It's blocked. And now the Pelicans on the break. Williamson with the ball. And the dunk by Williamson.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
Here's Brooks. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Brooks has got his first bucket in this one. Redick against Brooks. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut to just one on the basket from Redick.
Tell you what, that bucket could turn out to be large. Redick gets the call and shows no nerve in coming through for him there.
Morant left side. Anderson outside. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Ball. Oh, and they take the lead.
And Ball is one of those guys, he wants to rock in his hands in these key situations because his teammates expect him to deliver, and he knows that he can.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And how about Valanciunas coming through here? When it's a big possession, giving it to him is a great idea.
Favors can't get it to go. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. It's good.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Williamson dishes to Favors. And the pass to Hart. Favors trying to break free.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
From past the arc. That one's not going to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Hart, no good. Memphis with the ball. 3-point lead. Anderson passes to Valanciunas. It's Morant in the corner. Drills the three-pointer.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Pass to Hart. That one's off. Still out of sync. Misses the shot.
And that combination of size, mobility, and effort with Favors is what makes him special as a defender.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough...
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg,
Yo, this is the 2KMC, and it's time for some top plays. This week, we are voting for the top play of the fall and the winner of 500,000 VC. You narrowed it down to the top 2, but now it's time to choose the best.
CLA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A terrific look at the city of Memphis. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. DeRozan out there with Lyles. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Aldridge's shot is good.
They've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Morant with it. Pass to Winslow. Back to Morant. From deep, Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
DeRozan on the wing, covered by Winslow. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. About a minute played so far here in the first. Morant with it, picked up by Aldridge. Left side Jackson. The pass to Winslow. Here's Morant. 5 on the clock. From down in the low post, it goes.
The play is Morant's ball handling talents in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, effective.
And Murray, here we go. And the rejection by Jackson. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That's his first foul. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Memphis. Passes it to Winslow. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Out to Morant. Over Murray. Rebounded by the Spurs. DeRozan on the wing. Covered by Winslow. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Winslow, the pass to Brooks. Here's Valanciunas from 18 feet away. Rebound by Murray.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
Aldridge kicks to Murray. Aldridge trying to break free. Here's Lyles. Pass to Forbes. DeRozan scanning the floor. Over Valanciunas. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Memphis trailing here. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Morant against Murray. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. That's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Here's Lyles. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch. Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Miles no good, and Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Trey Lyles. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jones looking for an opening. Shoots over Mills, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Kicks it out to Gay. Pass to Mills. Gay against Anderson. No good from Gay.
That's a shot they're always happy to give, even when he blows the finish.
Anderson passes to Jones. The Grizzlies with another miss. And San Antonio shooting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far.
And how about the agility of Pirtle, just sprinting down the open floor with incredible speed.
Now here's Anderson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's the pass to Gutteridge. On the wing, Jones. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Walker's checked in for the Spurs. For San Antonio, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. White with it. Jones covering. White dishes to Walker. 15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Got a piece of it.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
The Grizzlies shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road. And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, a little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Oh, well, listen, guys, that was great work, making them pay for the laps on defense.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Clark is out there with Anderson. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the 2. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
How about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Spurs. The Grizzlies trail by 6. To the inside. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision. And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. And he actually hit them in a decent clip.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Anderson against Bellinelli. Memphis moving that ball around. Clark right side. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
The kick out to Aldridge. Beyond the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And even though Valanciunas has added the 3-ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Oh, yes, yeah. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane, because no question, he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, the improved jump shot is key for him.
Out to the right wing. Out to Morant. Down low. Back to Valanciunas. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And here we go. Coach's challenge is being called for here on the out-of-bounds violation.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, Greg. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
Here's Murray, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Morant outside. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And Forbes kicks to Murray. Fires for 3. And Winslow pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 8. To the middle. Here's Morant. It's deflected. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lyles.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
The Grizzlies have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Passes it to Valanciunas. He dishes it to Brooks. Goes up to the stripe. The offensive rebound.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Forbes the pass to Aldridge. Back to Forbes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Both free throws good from Forbes. Here's Morant. Brooks outside. Here's Valanciunas, and it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks. Valanciunas has got 8 points. Spurs leading by 6. Here is Forbes, and the dunk by Lyles.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Morant kicks to Winslow. Murray against Morant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, and both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
Here's Melton. The Grizzlies with another miss. San Antonio leading by 9. He lobs it up in the dunk by Lyles.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Morant left side. He gets that one. Morant's got his second bucket.
Well, then we know that Morant can make this shot. The defense has to defend him better next time.
Murray surveying the D. Buzzer beater's good. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs. Their lead at 11 points.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding. And that'll...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Jonas Valanciunas having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Yeah, he's busting his tail, making his presence known. A great job defensively so far.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. We've got DeRozan. Trey Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Forbes the pass to Lyles. Back to Forbes. Murray kicks to Forbes. Pass to Murray. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Some changes for Memphis. Clark comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. San Antonio also making some changes. Gay comes in for Lyles, and it's Lonnie Walker in for Murray. Winslow the pass to Clark, and Aldridge comes over to help. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two.
And so here's Memphis. Ball stolen. And even 3-on-3 break. Right side to Walker. Back to DeRozan. Outside Aldridge. Uncovered. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Aldridge has got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs. Brooks feeling it out a bit. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. A different look now for San Antonio. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's White in for Bryn Forbes. Jones the pass to Clark. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession. And it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
And Walker kicks to Gay. Walker against Jones. Back to Gay. Feeds it to Poeltl. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Outside, Jones to the inside, Clark, and Poeltl sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Poeltl punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside, Jones. Kept alive. Clark, the pass to Anderson. Now Jones. To the paint. Here's Clark. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
DeAnthony Melton. He's checked in for Justice Winslow. Spurs also with the sub. Mills is checked in. Pass to White. 1:53 left in the third. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his second foul of the game. .149 left in the third quarter. White drives in. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And really, Pirtle is a very forceful player. When he's near the rim, the D better watch out for the slam.
Here's Jones. And the layup falls. Jones has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
White dishes to Pirtle. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. Pirtle's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
Melton, no good. Spurs leading by 13. Nobody near Gay. And it's off from three-point range. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. 44 seconds left here in the third quarter. White the pass to Pirtle. Plays it up and banks it in. Pirtle's got 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The pass to Clark. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The work ethic shining through right there. Kyle Anderson is someone that doesn't give up on plays.
Here's Gay. The rebound by Anderson.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And Clark slams it in.
Open court basketball at his best. The D slow to catch up, and the assist leads him right to the bucket.
Right side, White. Off with the layup.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
That's just great defense, forcing this man into a difficult attempt.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Morant, and it's Melton in at the 2 guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And finished off by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless. And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Brooks. Rebound by Murray. And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Here's Melton. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Forbes kicks to Murray. Aldridge trying to break free. Murray, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Here's Melton. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
Here's Forbes. DeRozan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Spurs lead by 11.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Morant. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Winslow's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And DeRozan throws it down. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
6 to shoot. Aldridge trying to break free, and the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 12 points in just the second half.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Pass to Valanciunas. Back to Brooks. Pass to Winslow. Just his first attempt. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Winslow against DeRozan. Pass to Wiles. Now here's DeRozan. Back to Forbes. Down low. It's tipped. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on fast breaks.
Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Here's Jackson, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
But that's what they're looking for. They need him to take on a bigger role this game.
Here's DeRozan, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
The Spurs making a switch here. White's checked in. Brooks outside. Takes the 13-footer. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. Shot clock at 5. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Morant.
Oh, it's huge whenever Valanciunas puts together games like these. I mean, showing how dominant he can be.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for San Antonio.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for DeMar DeRozan.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight, totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
Here's Allen. Stolen by Walker. Knocked away. It's stolen by Allen. Fast break Memphis. Anderson with the ball and finished off by Anderson.
So good at positioning himself. I mean, Anderson excels at running the right route when the break is on. Time
called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're in front by 9. There's 14 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Still trying to apply the finishing touches, and that's what they'll be talking about.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
There must be something about playing in a hostile environment that drives it. He is really fed off that. And the rejection by Jang. And they get it back. And stolen by Aldridge. From deep three-point range, no good. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And in the win, all right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony.
We're looking at 4 high-impact plays. Which one will you choose as the best of the bunch? Starting off with a nod to all the team players with the Phoenix 04. Sets up a screen and shows the defender the door. Watch where you're going. Cruising for a bruising.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The downtown skyline illuminating the night here at our broadcast location, Memphis, Tennessee. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports. Let's take a look at our starters in Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Morant's got the game going here with the first basket for the Grizzlies.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2. And with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Now Valanciunas following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Pass to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Memphis moving it around. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And the shot goes in.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Now here's Morant. The pass to Brooks. Inside and stolen by Bielitsa. Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. And finished off by Morant.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic. Even his teammates look a little stunned.
Bogdanovich wide open. That 3 off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Now Winslow. The dish to Morant. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. There's Winslow after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. 6 on the shot clock, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Harry Giles is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Fields checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for Fox. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Valanciunas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Jones against Joseph. Jones kicks to Valanciunas. Basket counts.
Almost every move Valanciunas makes, there's going to be some contact. He just plays through it.
Here's Joseph. That one falls.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. To the left side wing. Anderson passes to Valanciunas. The rebound by Giles.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Parker. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Gutterich. The rebound by Giles.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Hield way outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And it's Brooks in the corner, and they get it. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And so it's the second. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Kings here, they've been really putting on a show, guys.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Sacramento, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Rashawn Holmes out there with Parker, and it's Bazemore at the 3. Parker against Anderson. Memphis moving that ball around. And here is Joseph. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Hield outside. Off the left rim and out. The Grizzlies trail by 11.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
Here's Hield. Bucket is good. Hield's got the lead up to 11 now for the Kings.
And that's not easy, but Hield is an effective scorer who's capable of finishing through that kind of defense.
Outside, Jones. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Holmes. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
He preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
To the inside, shoots. Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Clark.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And Bazemore kicks to Hield. Holmes passes to Bazemore. Here's Hield. Here's Holmes. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
And he makes the first. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Melton's shot is good.
As good a playmaker as he is a scorer. Winslow with great patience and great vision.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
His passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Fox with the steal. And it's Holmes off the drive. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Clark. And it's Dylan Brooks in for DeAnthony Melton. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Morant passes to Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And, yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
Harry Giles is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bogdanovich passes to Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. A baseline J, and too long on the shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Feeds it to Bagley. Stolen by Brooks. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Morant.
The creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
Kings leading now by 15. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. It's stolen by Bagley. And the Kings pushing it up now. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his first basket.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They are way out in front, leading by 7. And
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Valanciunas against Bagley. Morant passes to Valanciunas. And it's blocked. Now here's Barnes, covered by Winslow.
Barnes making up his mind early. He was going straight to the rack there. Gotta love how aggressive he is.
It's deflected.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Valanciunas finds Jackson. Tries yet again. Fox with the steal. And here we go. Kings running again. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist by Barnes. Bogdanovich has got 6. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Brooks dishes to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. Pass to Valanciunas. Morant outside. Clock at 6. Brooks outside. Passes it to Jackson. They need this. No good at the rim.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Bogdanovich passes to Bielitsa. And foul on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Jones, and he banks in the layup.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Kings.
Back to Bielitsa. Parker trying to free himself up. Bielitsa with the bucket. Bielitsa's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Melton. To the middle. Kicks it out to Jones. Takes the 3. No good that time. Now Sacramento takes it the other way.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
There's the feed to Anderson. Can't cash in from close range. Here's Sacramento now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Bazemore misses. Memphis has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Parker against Anderson. On the wing, Jones. He feeds it to Clark. High quality look, and he sinks it.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch.
They get a hand on it. Anderson right side, and stolen by Bielitsa. Here's Parker, and finished off by Parker.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Jones, the pass to Clark. Over Parker. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Jang, he's checked in for Memphis. And then for Sacramento, Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Parker. And Harry Giles subbed in for Bielitsa.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Gutterich. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Bazemore. Count that bucket.
The strength that Bazemore's added coming into play. Nice finish against physical D.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Jones, no one around him. Drills it from outside. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter. Stolen by Anderson. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Pulls up for three. Sacramento grabs the miss. Holmes got his 5th rebound in this one. Bazemore for three. The shot comes out.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Sacramento running away with this one. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th. They've got Kent Bazemore. Harrison Barnes is out there with Giles. Then it's Corey Brewer. And it's Holmes in at the 5, roaming the paint. Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Winslow comes in for Jackson. And Brooks subbed in for Allen. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Marvin Bagley comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Bogdanovich in for Corey Brewer.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Brooks outside. Jones against Bogdanovich. Jones, the pass to Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Jonas Valanciunas, the big fella dominating in the paint.
Kings shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. And the rejection by Valanciunas. The pull-up. Jackson misses. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Kings.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Outside, Jones. There's the 3. No good there. Good work defensively by Fox. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Got to give credit to Barnes there. Masterful job collecting speed on the drive and punching it through the basket.
Jones, no luck.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
But they'll get another chance. Bogdanovich finds Barnes. 6 to shoot. Back to Bogdanovich. From outside, off the mark. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Barnes against Winslow. For the 3. No good from Valanciunas. The Kings have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Valanciunas inside. Covered by Barnes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Being that Valanciunas is 7 feet tall, he is a real problem for the defenses.
2 shots. The first free throw is good. And the Grizzlies with some changes. He's checked in for Jackson. Josh Jackson comes in for Winslow. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Dylan Brooks.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Jones drives in. Here's Valanciunas. Sacramento grabs the miss. Bielitsa's got 5 rebounds tonight. The Kings have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Clark, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Tyus Jones. Brewer is checked in for the Kings. That free throw good from Len.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And there's the pass to Melton. From deep. Rebound by the Kings. Stolen by Allen. Wound up there for...
Boy, did he go way up for that one.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Sacramento.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
It's deflected. Here's Melton. He's covered by Joseph. Fires the 3. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Jang.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Outside, Joseph. There's 38 seconds left in the game. Bazemore, the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
You know, you look at how they built this lead. It's been through extra possessions.
Bazemore for 3. It's Clark with the rebound. The drive by Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Jackson with the quick first step there, when he's taken off towards the rim, he really does force the defense to have to try to foul him.
That one is off. He's off on the second.
Yeah, and the versatility of Jackson's game. He's a super confident kid who certainly has the potential to be a star.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg.
My swag, they keep jacking. I ain't doing no verse, quit asking. What's poppin'?
That is so cool. Zion announcing his next-gen cover on
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus, you field, and nothing.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5 down low. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Now here's Brooks. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. And the Pelicans with the possession. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now here's Morant. Passes to Valanciunas. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Jackson passes to Brooks. Out to Morant. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
So tough to guard. When Morant is rising and firing like that, basically impossible to stop.
Now here's Holiday. We're about 1 minute into the first. Shot clock at 6. Here's Favors. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Valanciunas passes to Morant. Pass to Winslow. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. Off target from three-point range. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a three-point game.
And starting really from when he was born, Williamson has been slated for greatness.
Well, when your parents name you after Mount Zion, which is the highest point in ancient Jerusalem, there might be some blessings coming your way.
That's the third straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Jackson finds Winslow. And here is Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. The pass to Morant.
Because he's so shifty and controls the pace, Morant can kill you in that mid-range area.
Ingram attacking. And that one drops.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Valanciunas. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here is Holiday. Ingram deciding where to go with it. The shot by Holiday, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant passes to Jackson. Lets it go. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And Ball slams it in.
Yeah, how about Ball? Usually he's the guy throwing it. This time he's the one finishing it off.
Morant against Ball. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Absolutely fearless. Morant willing to put his body on the line in order to make plays.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Jackson down low, guarded by Morant, and the basket by Jackson.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Melton. Pass to Gutteridge. Here's Morant. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
And yes, it's good.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Here's Gutteridge. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Here's Melly. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Melton passes to Anderson. Clark left side. Here's Melton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Morant. The layup off target.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Pelicans lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Gutteridge in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. Down low. And it's blocked. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. New Orleans leading by 3. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Hayes trying to break free, and Jackson gets it to go. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Jones. Here's Melton. It's a hand on it, and Clark is right there.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
The drive by Jackson. Here's Okafor. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Anderson. To the inside. Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Here's Jackson. Anderson with the block. And he's able to get it back. Jackson finds Okafor, and Hart has it in the corner. Back to Okafor, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. He misses the free throw, so it's both teams making substitutions here. He hits the second from the line. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Pass to Valanciunas. A 3-ball. That shot misses. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Williamson kicks to Okafor. Outside, Ball. Back to Okafor. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, and how about Ball just working his way right through the contact that time?
And there was so much hoopla around Ball when he first entered the league. But lately, a lot of that seems to have died down.
I feel like it's settling in, and the change of scenery for Lonzo Ball after being number 2 and being in Los Angeles and being home. Maybe being away has been the best thing for him to start to focus on the task at hand.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game. And Memphis making a change here. Morant's checked in. And a change for the Pelicans. Nelly's checked in.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Morant passes to Brooks. 1:11 left to play here in the half. Kicks to Winslow. 5 to shoot. Valanciunas dishes to Jackson. He's off on that one. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. Clearly a foul.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game. And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good for Okafor. 52 seconds left in the first half. Morant with it. 9 points in the game so far. Jackson kicks to Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
And Morant is great at putting pressure on defenders, which in turn draws contact.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Favors is checked in. Both free throws good from Morant. Pelicans leading by 4. Holiday surveying the floor. Dishes to Favors. Over to the left wing. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Great read, great vision, great awareness from Lonzo Ball.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
That's a show of strength from Holiday. Certainly looks like he got hit as well, but he possesses the focus necessary to sink the shot.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage for the... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. They flipped. That's all for now. Say goodbye to...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center. Here's Morant. And they pick up 2. Morant's got 15.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score.
Holiday against Brooks. They get it back. Holiday, the pass to Favors. Ingram outside. Back to Favors. And another shot. Out to Ingram. Just 2 to shoot. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ingram's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans.
And getting more and more consistent, which means more dangerous as Brandon Ingram knocks down 3.
Morant left side. Now the pass to Valanciunas. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's his first foul. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. Gutteridge, the pass to Valanciunas. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
It's deflected, and they're able to recover. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Rebounded by Hart. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Favors passes to Jackson. Out to Favors. New Orleans moving the ball around. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And it's Morant missing. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
J.J. doing a great job to draw the foul, wait for the contact while shooting.
The Pelicans have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. And then for New Orleans, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. And it's Holiday in for Jackson.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
Back to Holiday, fires from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark outside. Here's Gutteridge. Covered by Hayes to the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Gutteridge can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 9. Back to Williamson. Pass to Hayes. On the wing, Holiday. Here's the dish to Hayes. Holiday goes in, and Hayes throws it down.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart, strong, and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Nelly is checked in for New Orleans. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Jackson up top, covered by Hayes, and the dunk by Winslow.
Well, Winslow plus power equals slam.
Holiday finds Ingram. And here's Hayes, guarded by Jackson. Holiday goes in. And the rejection by Jackson. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Hayes. Just 5 to shoot. Brooks against Redick. That one good for 2. Redick's got the lead up to 13 now for New Orleans.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Got a piece of it. He dishes it to Hayes, and the layup is good. Hayes has got 6.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Back to Jones. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Pelicans ahead. They lead by 13. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Morant left side. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Hard, he's checked in for Jackson Hayes.
Second team foul.
Brooks outside. Passes it to Jackson. Stolen. One-on-one fast break. Hart, that's good.
And this is where Lonzo Ball gets you excited. As a teammate, he's going to get you the ball.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Here's Morant. Yep, that one goes. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
Here's Hart. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. A second chance effort. Pass to Mello. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. No good that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Morant. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. There's the pass to Hart. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. And the Pelicans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. Pelicans leading by 11. Ball with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. Williamson kicks the ball. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And finished off by Morant.
A solid defender. Morant adept at reading the opposition and realizing when to go for the steal.
Ball, the pass to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
1:49 left in the fourth. The tray. Rebounded by Valanciunas. The Grizzlies trail by 11. The drive by Jackson. Lays it up off the glass.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Ball from long range. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Ball feeling it out a bit. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Redick dishes the ball. Shoots over Morant. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. .56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball kicks to Williamson. Ingram against Winslow. Back to Ingram. It's Williamson, top of the key. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Yep, that one goes in there. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ingram against Winslow. Ingram outside. Just 5 on the clock. Feeds to Favors. Nice feed from Valanciunas. He hits the first one, and that trims the lead to 6.
And as good as Morant's been, there's still plenty of upside. One of the younger players to enter the draft in 2019.
8 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Melly. And the Pelicans miss again. So New Orleans wins it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.